Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at astampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. I've had a few questions lately about bows. How do I get my bows to look so perfect? And I can tell you that the majority of my customers are either perfectly fine with bows or they absolutely despise them. So I just wanted to give you some tips on tying nice bows. I've got some, I think this is 5/8 inch, yeah, 5/8 inch ribbon here. And I'm going to put it around my layer here. And when I'm tying a real bow, I've got quite a bit of extra ribbon, okay, because I want enough to work with. So I'm just going to put this around my layer. And here's what I do. I take my right side, and my right always goes over the top. I'm going to tuck that under, and instead of going like this, I always make a T, and you want to get that nice and smooth here. So you've got a T going. Then I'm going to use my middle finger and bring up a tail, and now I'm using my middle finger on my other hand to hold that tight there. Wrap this around, push it through. Whoops. Grab onto it. My middle finger is still holding down the center of my ribbon so it doesn't get loose on me. And now you can finagle it a little bit. And when you start finagling it, there's your redneck word of the day, or manipulating. Instead of just holding this and pulling on these tails, I like to hold my bow in place. That way it's going to stay exactly where you want it. You can tighten these up. And again, you can hold, put your finger inside the loop and hang on to that until you get your bow looking just perfect, right? Once you've achieved that, then you can come back in here and cut your tails. Oops. And you've got a really nice looking bow. So do you want to see that again? Let's try it again. Okay, we've got our ribbon around our layer. I'm going to come in and make a T just like this. So I guess the key to it is that this looks nice and neat right here. So there's my T. I'm going to now bring my middle finger in there and hold that center down. Come around and make a loop. Push that through. And my middle finger is still holding that center down. Okay. I almost let that get away from me. Now I'm going to hold on to my loop until I get it adjusted. And you just kind of keep playing with it until your bow looks like you would like it to look. And there's a perfect little bow. So not too bad. And of course, you know, as with anything, the more that you make bows, the easier it's going to be. And I've made a gazillion of them. So I've got another little tip for you on bows. You can also take your ribbon and make two tails, or I should say two loops, just like this. And just like some people tie their shoes like this, you can do this. Okay, now we've got this big floppy. And again, I like to put my hand inside my bow and hold that while I'm pulling these tails out. And it just kind of keeps things in position. I guess that's the best way I know how to explain it. So there we go. And then again, I'm going to hold this other side and pull that down. And here's another really nice bow. And what I would use this kind of bow for is rather than sticking your ribbon through a hole like this on the scallop topper tag and trying to get a bow to, you know, be just perfectly centered, that's kind of almost impossible. What I would do is I would tie a bow like this. Get this all fancied up here. I would put a mini glue dot on the back of it and stick it right there versus trying to feed it through here and tie it in a bow that's going to stay centered and not, you know, be crooked one way or the other. So just cut this off, put a mini glue dot and put it on there. Okay, I've got one more thing I'd like to show you about bows, and this is a bow jig. This is my best friend, very best friend. What it is I've got 2 nails and then a series of 6 holes. These first 2 nails are 1 inches apart. Then the next set of nail holes, I should say holes, are a 1/2 inch from that and then a 1/2 inch from that. This allows you to make all different sizes of bows. So if you're just going to make a regular little bow to stick on a tag like this or on the front of your card, you cross it over, and I like to call this like the Cancer bow because it looks like that Cancer loop. So you cross this over. The one that's underneath goes up over the top and through the nails. And now all you do is tie this in a single knot. It's kind of hard to show this on the camera, but you just tie it in a single knot. That's all I've done here. This is the time when you can manipulate this to make sure that it's centered in the middle like that. And now you're going to pop the nail out. And here is your cute little bow. Isn't that adorable? This ribbon is a little thick, but I like the way it pleats the bow. And then of course, if you want to make a bigger bow, you're going to move your nails out. And we'll try it again. Again, I've got my Cancer bow here. Whichever one is on the bottom, that's the one you pull up over the top and back under. And it's just that simple. I have a lot of my customers who come to classes who, when we use the bow jig, they can't remember how to use it. They're like, I bought one of those, or I made one of those and I have it at home, but I don't remember how. So now they'll be able to refer back to this video and watch it so they can remember how to do that. And then of course I would just put this on with a mini glue dot onto my layer. So there you go with bows. Super easy. Rewind this video, watch it over and over again. Practice your bows. Bows always make a card look really, really pretty. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. You can pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com. And I will send you the new current catalogs. We have a new catalog coming out June 1st, which is super exciting. And also hop on over to my blog, astampabove.com, where you'll find all kinds of stamping ideas, and I do 2 videos every week, so you can check that out. Thanks for stamping with me today. Thanks for watching my tip video today.